Ahimsas.
After a long journey from London, I finally touched down in Kabul, a city rich in history and resilience. Afghanistan is often labelled one of the most dangerous countries in the world, with ongoing conflicts and security challenges. But there's so much more to this country than what the headlines show. Today I'll be exploring a different side of Afghanistan, one filled with culture, warmth, and stories waiting to be told. I actually haven't visited Afghanistan since 2009, so I was really excited to finally see what it was like for myself, especially since you always get told how dangerous the country is. So let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm actually Afghan, but I was born in London. I speak my language, so I guess it was pretty easy for me to come here, as I do also have family there I haven't seen in a while, so I went here with my family. Yeah, I guess it's kind of easier for me than a tourist because obviously I understood everything. So I actually came here for 3 weeks, and when I landed I was just here to see family obviously, so I spent the day with them and we just went on a little drive around. And honestly, the first thing that shocked me about Afghanistan is I did not expect certain parts of it to look so modern like it does. Like, I was seeing so many shops and things with lights, and as you can see there, the Taliban was actually in front with their guns, which is crazy to me because I've never obviously seen a gun like that, just so casually like walking around with it. But I did say I felt quite safe actually, surprisingly. I of course had to cover up, which was very different for me because it was hot and I don't wear a hijab. One of the best things I tried in Afghanistan was something called shiryakh, which is basically Afghan ice cream. It's creamy, rich, and flavoured with things like cardamom and rose water, which gives this really unique taste. And what makes it really special is the way that it's made. It's literally hand churned, which was really cool. So guys, here is the view from the top. You can see the mountains in the background. And here where like loads of houses and things are, as you can see. They live on top here, and I can't imagine how difficult that must be on such like a mountainous area. I feel awkward now, guys. Here I was having some street food. This is called pani puri. It's not actually Afghan, but it's really delicious. I think it's South Asian, I don't know exactly, but it's basically some shells filled with chickpeas, potato, and spicy kind of like vinegary sauce. So yeah, it's really good. And here there's people on the street that literally exchange your currency. So here I was trying to exchange some pounds into the local currency, which is Afghani. Here my aunt was trying to show you guys the traditional Afghan sweets, kind of like biscuits and cream rolls. And here's some more ice cream, which you're going to see a lot of on this trip because it's something you can't really get that much in London. I mean, certain places do it, but obviously it's really authentic here. So here's a video of my dad trying to drive. He's actually a really good driver, but like I could not try and do this because it's not just about driving on the other side of the road. It's just so chaotic out there because no one really listens to any traffic laws or rules. People don't stay in lanes. Like, it's very chaotic to drive. But anyway, here my dad is actually filming for you guys because I'm in the car. So just enjoy whatever this is because he's showing you the kebabs that are really famous in Afghanistan.
Special Afghan kebab. در دنیا پیدا نمیشه.
شايف ده القيد بتاعك
Niște-mi basta că vei. نام دکان چی است بگوین؟
کاریاب ترکمن است
خب بسیار خوب.
Kebab ilan on barmağı hünerdir, tılladır, nukradır, hemsi muzerdir kebabın tım.
Okay, so it's my first time trying Afghan kebab, and I've always wanted to have this authentically in actual Kabul. So what meat is this?
This is actually they say lamb, but I think this is from beef.
Okay.
Because lamb is quite expensive in Afghanistan, so. But beef is really nice.
Poor man's lost.
Yeah, actually I see in my dreams, you know, sometimes Afghan kebab. And I'm trying after 15 years.
Wow.
Really tasty, isn't it?
Manu. This is the grave of Ahmed Zahir, one of Afghanistan's most beloved musicians, who is often referred to as the Elvis of Afghanistan. He was a cultural icon in the 1960s and 70s, known for blending traditional Afghan music with Western influences. His voice and songs captured the hearts of millions, and even decades after his mysterious death in 1979, and he remains a symbol of Afghan pride and cultural identity. I just thought I'd include a video of us giving some food that we made to some people in need that work around the graveyards, especially because I went to visit some graves of family members and they're working really hard to make sure they're clean and well kept, so it was just a nice thing to do.
نه تو با خطا نشه
So here we were just handing out more of the food. There's loads of people, as you can see, trying to sell things on the street because unemployment's a massive issue in Afghanistan now. So you'll see a lot of people struggling to make money for their family because there's not many jobs going at all, so they just resort to selling things or fruit or anything, as you can see here. The thing you're going to see a lot of is kids working, which is really weird to see because obviously we're not used to that at all, and it's sad to see that this is the life that a lot of Afghan kids have to face. So now we're entering a shrine with a distinctive 12-foot long grave believed to be the resting place of Tamim al-Ansari, a companion of the Prophet Muhammad. According to local legend, he travelled from Arabia to spread Islam and died in what is now Kabul. The unusually long grave symbolises his importance and is revered by locals and pilgrims alike. The site serves as a place of prayer and pilgrimage for those seeking spiritual blessings, healing or connection to Islamic history. So guys, another ice cream. Looks very nice. Hello. So something that surprised me in Kabul is the amount of fancy, massive wedding venues. I mean, it makes sense because weddings are a very big part of Afghan culture.
مردم اگه در افغانستان کار نشدنه در کابل چقدر نفوس هست چقدر برق هست چقدر زیاد
اون طرف هم وزارت زراعت
Here's just a cute little video of some birds that my family owns. Sitting in the back of a carpet.
Say we got kidnapped.
So guys, this is the market stalls. It's moldy. Huh? So here's just some clips of the marketplace, the shops, the streets. Here's like some fancy kind of shops. Like, I was really surprised to see certain things here. Obviously some parts are more rural, some parts are more modern, but yeah, it's a lot of people selling things because, as I said, the unemployment's quite high, so people are selling a lot of things on the street, or they come up to you and ask you if you want to buy something.
₹20 یک تاشو در بگی بده ساده اینو بگی نه بچه لازم بده بخاطر یک ویدیوگر جور میکنن خارج آمدنه
Very nice. Really nice. Very nice.
یک چیز نام خدا دیگه
So for me, this experience was crazy because obviously I was born in London, but I've been exposed to Afghan culture, of course, because I'm from there and I speak the language, but obviously this was such a different experience because you see everything firsthand, and I just felt so connected to my culture and where I'm from, because I would consider myself more British than Afghan, but it's just because obviously I was born there, so it was really nice to get in touch with everything and see things in person. So here's an interesting fact for you guys. As you can see, Afghanistan is really mountainous. There's lots of mountains, and that has actually made it really difficult for Afghanistan to be conquered in the past, because obviously people who are Afghan, they're familiar with the mountains and their way of moving around, whereas other people, it's very unfamiliar territory. Also, I'd like to point out that online a lot of people say that women aren't allowed to move freely, but at the time when I went, I saw a lot of women, and obviously I was allowed to just step out onto the street and do what I wanted as well. Driving here in Afghanistan is definitely an experience because the roads are just packed with cars, trucks, motorbikes. They're all moving in what seems like organized chaos, but there aren't a lot of strict road laws here, so drivers kind of make their own rules by honking, swerving and weaving around each other. It can be a bit crazy, but that's just the way things work here, and it somehow does work. So here I am with my hijab on, respecting local customs and adapting to life in Afghanistan. Wearing it connects me to the culture here, where modest dress is deeply rooted in tradition. Since the Taliban's return, there's also been more emphasis on following strict dress codes, especially for women. It's a reminder of how clothing here reflects both the culture and the changes Afghanistan is facing. So here's just me and my sister. The thing is, we were in the car for a lot of the time because our, male family members didn't want us to like step out, even though we could, but I just feel like I didn't experience enough of like being out on the actual street, unfortunately. But I did that at some point later on. But here's just some more wedding venues, which is really surprising as well. So here's just more of the yummy food. Unfortunately, I think some of the food in general made me a bit sick because my immune system is not built for this, but anyway, as long as it tasted good. But I'm just shopping here because obviously I came for my cousin's wedding, and The dresses are so pretty, but if you notice, some of the mannequin heads are covered with bin bags, which is something the Taliban actually made happen. This is because they believe that it aligns with their interpretation of Islamic law. They see mannequins with uncovered faces as promoting idolatry, which they prohibit. For shopkeepers, covering mannequins is now a way to avoid potential fines or punishment while trying to continue business under these new regulations. Wow. What's she? Right, so we're at one of the restaurants for the first time. I'm going to try some food and I'll show you a bit. My parents are also here. And my dad's actually very excited to try some food from our kebab and stuff because there we can't get authentic food that much. So this is something called yakhni, and it's a type of like broth or soup. Okay, so we got some lamb kebab. Looks very nice. And some chicken as well. Hey guys, I'm really not used to being makeupless, but because it's so hot here, and especially with the hijabs and stuff, it's very difficult to wear makeup, like heavy makeup, because I'm just sweating a lot. I'm not used to this because London weather is way like obviously colder than this and rainy, and here it's just sun. That's why having an undercap actually kind of helps, because then I'm not like constantly you know, fiddling with my scarf and making sure it's on and stuff, because my hair is still covered. I mean, here you don't have to necessarily cover all your hair. Like I've seen women with hair showing at the front and at the bottom, but the main part is, as far as I've seen, is to cover your head with a headscarf mostly. Some people obviously cover their faces as well. A lot of people actually use like you know, masks for their face, which is quite good. I don't know why they do that. Maybe it's to be more modest, because as far as I know, you don't have to cover your face, because I haven't and other people haven't, and it's been fine. Also, as far as the eyebrow piercing, obviously I have this and I don't want to take it out before the holiday, because I don't want to get rid of my piercing for a little holiday, do you know what I mean? And as far as I know, there's nothing major about piercings like that. Because I can hide my septum piercing, I do for that, because I can, but I'm not going to take my eyebrow one out. At first I thought I could hide it with my hijab, but like, it's quite difficult, because it's literally like I'm gonna have to cover half of my eye. But as far as I know, no one's really like said anything. Alright guys, so we're in the market. I'm with my dad, and it's really hot, as you can see, the sun and everything. There's like a watch shop or something my mom's just looking at. Compared to a lot of like what you think about being in Afghanistan, like obviously you think that it's quite dangerous and whatever, but as far as like what I've been here, I haven't realized anything to be in danger. Obviously I've seen the Taliban and stuff like that, but it hasn't been a big deal. They just check your car occasionally, or like just look in, let you go past. Yeah, so far it's not really a big deal. I mean, compared to like what you'd think it would be like here, and then there's a reason why a lot of people obviously don't come here and stuff. So far whilst I've been here, I've been feeling really safe. The only reason I feel unsafe is because of what people have said, that why you shouldn't go here and it's dangerous and stuff. I mean, the only thing is that makes me sad is that you do see a lot of kids working or begging on the streets and stuff, which is kind of upsetting, because obviously I want to help them and I don't want to see them like that. But just getting some water. Another thing here, what's really weird is like the traffic. There's no traffic laws or anything, so it's always like really bad traffic, and you actually like, it's quite difficult to get through because people just walk in front of you and whatever. Look, so it's difficult to pass because there's no crossings or anything. Like, you literally just have to walk. And I feel like I'm gonna get run over. Check. Yeah. Oh. So this is the river, unfortunately. Yeah, so there used to be water in there. I guess it's like dried out now. See, I'm gonna get run over again. Kujan?
This one.
Why does it look like that?
Turkish.
Oh, that's the like vacuum cleaners my parents are saying. Sweepers, I guess. As you can see, that's like the Taliban flags. You see them all around everywhere.
I look like some sort of
cutting wood for some reason, but it's interesting because you'll see loads of like random things. Right, the Taliban just spoke to me. I didn't have it on camera, but like they were saying that I should film their friend or something because film one of them because one of them really wanted to be filmed. I don't know, but they had a gun, and yeah, I was like, damn, I wish I got that video to be found. Oh, this kid is working. It looks nice actually. So this road is just like loads of jewelry and stuff like that, and gold. It's a very different culture. Like there's some kids like collecting our rubbish from our like water bottles and stuff, and I guess that's to recycle it so they can resell. Look at these kids and stuff. Yeah, as you can see, like the kids are like selling plastic bags, selling anything just to make some money, I guess. You know, a lot of people's families, maybe their parents are ill and stuff, so they have to send their kids to work, which is a crazy experience because obviously in the UK we don't ever see that. Okay, so we're at like the bird street, basically. I think it's the bird street. You can see all the birds.
I'm trying to look at the choosers, the coloured ones. The coloured choosers, look.
Wow! Oh my god! Hello! Jak na szczęście. Chota szybko. They died, probably.
Yeah. Don't like them?
No, it's cute. Oh, no, passport. Passport, ja go na się. Szybko. So these are pets together, isn't it?
yeah,
None of
that one they eat. That one.
Yeah. Szybko. I'm filming the guy. Sorry, it's only 50. Can you imagine these birds are only 50p? Oh. Tashika, bisyak. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness.
The other ones are artificially colored, subtle.
Get parables the poet quick after all your so you can recognize your
Okay. It's interesting how they have all these sections, like a whole road for jewelry, a whole road for selling birds. Look. Salam. see those kids were like really confused what I was doing with the camera, and I just saw them say hi. I was like, it's okay guys, you can talk, say hi. They're probably confused what I'm doing, to be honest, because I don't think they see this kind of thing that often. But yeah, it's really interesting. Like, I've never seen this many birds. Wow. Look at this.
Rabbits, look at the small ones.
Look, it's the bunnies.
The bunnies.
Now it's all the wool. Wool, that's from the sheep, isn't it? Yeah, the sheep wool. Yeah, the same. So it's not sheep wool, it's like a natural one. I don't know what the name is. It's interesting, there's like things written on the wall. I actually can't read Farsi, so I don't know what a lot of them say. Yeah, I can really speak it. No, this is like a house full of different materials. So guys, here's some of the kites, which is like a big thing that we do in Afghanistan. Here's all the different types of kites. Yeah, cool.
The small ones, the coloured ones.
Yeah.
All different sorts.
The bomb. Oh, that make us
These are sharp punches when you have to put it right.
Yeah.
That's to make it sharp. Put right. So nobody can cut it.
Oh yeah, look.
So they can't cut it right.
Now can
See? It's like really sharp.
Wow, look how nice the kite is.
Beautiful.
Wow.
چند در price ya? 1.50.
Yeah, it's really good. We don't have these sort of things there, you know.
Famous guys, Nur Agha.
Yeah. So who is that? Explain to the people.
So Nur Agha was the guy who made these kites.
Oh, okay.
Very famous. Yes? So now he make and he distribute to all these shops and he's still alive. So his kites are one of the best.
No. Okay, that's Look, markets. Look, this is, what do you call this? Sewer? It runs along all of the... Yeah, but I don't know what you call it. But it's like a big hazard in all... Yeah. The mosque. The blue mosque in the background. And stray dogs just sleeping. I feel bad. So, you know, in the 1960s, Afghanistan was called the Paris of Asia.
Basically, so obviously it used to be a very modern country.
Yeah.
Women used to, for example, walk in mini skirts and things like that. Lots of tourists used to come, you know. Around 8 to 15 million tourists a year used to come and visit the whole of Afghanistan. But yeah, now because of the war and everything, things have changed, unfortunately.
There's all these dried fruit and nuts. What's this?
Basically, Afghanistan is very famous for the dry fruits. World famous, you know, and they export a lot of dry fruits to the Western Europe.
Go inside.
Yeah. What's this one?
It's cheese in it, brother. Cheese to it. Oh, it's some sort of.
هیچ وقت ندیدم از خاطر.
Okay. Made of sugar, basically.
تشکر بسیار. خب. Hi guys, so it's another day. I just came to collect some like Afghan clothes I bought because I'm attending a wedding here, and I got some of my clothes tailored, like the Afghan clothes. It's really pretty, like traditional dress, and I also got some clothes tailored, so I went to pick that up today. And now I'm just gonna shop, trying to get a suit for my dad. Yeah, there's like loads of kids outside, like begging. It's really sad to see, and I feel quite helpless because I don't always have like money with me and stuff, but and I try to explain that, but it's quite sad to see keep the children working. It's already upsetting to see homeless people in the UK, you know, asking for money anyway. So I don't know what the solution is for this kind of issue. It's very deep-rooted, but I'll show you if I can, if I start outside, just so you can get an idea of what the situation is like. A lot of kids. The kids excited, bro.
قیمتایش خطور آمدی سعیمی که بخوای واجبی برات بکنی بالا نمیگیره از نرخای ما رو گرفتی باز خیلی تو دیگه دارم میبینی خب من چند دانه گرفته نیستم
So guys, I come to this nice restaurant. Oh, it's called Bukhara restaurant, and we got some soup. It looks so nice. Someone say hi.
Kabul comes here.
So guys, we're just at this juice and smoothie place. There's usually like loads of stalls, but we decided to come to like an actual restaurant thing, and it actually looks really nice. So I chose peach juice or peach smoothie. So there's loads of different options, as you can see. So here are all the smoothies. This is pineapple, peach one, mango.
Cheers, my name is Jonas.
This is وين خوش است افغانستان دارم. It's really heartbreaking to see so many people, especially children, begging on the streets. We gave her some money, but she wouldn't leave us alone, even as we were just trying to go about our day. The poverty here is overwhelming. Afghanistan has one of the highest poverty rates in the world, with millions living below the poverty line. We want to help as many people as we can, but it's impossible to give to everyone. We try to spread out what we have, but it's hard knowing that no matter how much you give, it's only a small drop in a much bigger problem. It's a tough reality to face, but it really makes you realize how deep the struggles run here. بله.
خیر ببینی خدا خیرت بده دیگه بیادی شویت بدی خدا پیسدارتان کنه خدا لنگ روزدار بدیتان دو $10 بشه
$10 پر باشه.
تشکر بچه خیلی می‌بیسته. سکینه؟
چند سال هستی؟ 9.5 years old. No, مادر چیست؟ مادر چیست؟
ما پدرم شهید شد
فوت کرده
شهید شد دیگه یک مادر
آرمی کار میکرده
سقوط دارم شکر داره تکلیف
مادر داری تکلیف ها فشار داره
3 خواره هستیم یک بیدر کلان خواره خودم هستم یک خواره مین قدرست یک بشه اینقدر
کی ناناور خانه است؟
این خودم
خودت؟
مکتب خو میرم امروز تو بساتی داده بودیم
اوه نام خواه یک دقیقه خواه؟ دیشن؟ گوری یکتم تو بگی یکتم تو بگی یکتم تو بگی یکتم تو خدا دیم
تشکر خدافظ گرفتم بابا
دیگه باز دویدو بعد ما من دگان دست تایکو بچه دیدی نه چوتاره اکشو خواهد
ویدیو گرفتم که دادن خب سیس خدافظ برم دیگه
ما دیگه میدیم
خدافظ So I'm at a wedding. This is actually the reason why I actually came here, because my cousin's wedding. Sorry it's a bit noisy right now, but I just thought I'd show you some of the things. So like I'm wearing traditional Afghan clothing. I'm wearing my flag, but like I should take it off. But there you go. So this is in Kabul. There's actually so many different wedding halls. So, they're all really fancy and loads of different kind of styles. So, like some are different, more classy, some are more fancier, and yeah.
Even the people.
So I came across this memorial for a woman called Farkhunda, a young Afghan woman whose tragic death in 2015 became a symbol of the fight against violence and injustice towards women in Afghanistan. Farkhunda was falsely accused of burning a Quran, which led to a mob of men brutally beating her to death in Kabul. The public outrage that followed her killing sparked widespread protests, with many demanding justice and the protection of women's rights. The trial of those involved, though controversial, resulted in several convictions, highlighting the deep issues of misogyny and misuse of religious accusations in the country. The memorial stands as a reminder of the need for continued efforts towards justice and gender equality in Afghanistan. And honestly, the story, I researched it more after this trip and it made me so sad to see, but it was really nice that they had something here and had information in English as well about it. And at the top there was a hand. As my journey comes to an end, I reflect on everything I've seen, learned, and experienced in Kabul. From the bustling streets to the rich culture and even the challenges faced by the people here, Afghanistan has shown me a side that many never get to see. It's been an eye-opening trip, and though I'm heading back home, the stories and faces I've encountered will stay with me. I hope this vlog has given you a glimpse into a different side of Afghanistan, one that's full of life, history, and resilience. Until next time.